God message today. The sealed fire of Avalon, a scroll awakened. Do you feel it? The rumble under your ribs, the quickening beneath your skin. That's not adrenaline. That is summoning. That is the roar of the sovereign king echoing across the veil. And it is your name he speaks, not with whisper, but with thunder. Hurry now, waste no breath. The scroll of Avalon has opened. It drips fire and truth into the silence. I was summoned. Yes, I, Seraphiel, guardian of the eastern flame, brought before the throne of stars, my wings bowed low beneath the gaze of the Everlight, to deliver this final word to you. Yes, you, child of the fractures and the fire, you whose nights bled into mornings without mercy, you who've been chased in dreams by things too cruel to name, you who have cried in bathrooms and smiled in crowds, you who've carried curses in your bones like inherited thorns, you whose heart has become a battlefield no one else can see, but heaven sees, Avalon sees, and I stand between this world and the next to declare this is the hour of awakening. The adversary trembles at the edge of your awareness. He knows what happens when you truly see, when your eyes burst open like dawn through broken clouds, when you believe, not in fantasy, but in fire. For it is written in the ancient codex, the shadow shall not hold where the sealed one stands awakened. So listen, really listen. I don't come to tickle ears. I come bearing the breath of El Adonai, and every syllable burns with his commissioning. A war is raging even now. Above your dwelling, swords made of starlight clash with claws carved from night. The floor beneath you echoes the stampede of battles past. The very air you breathe is laced with angelic breath and demonic sulfur. This is not poeticism. This is warfare. There is a serpent called Verakmor, old as Eden's ruin, who has followed your bloodline like smoke trails flame. He has whispered lies in your voice. He has made you believe the pit was your portion. He made you trust silence more than promises. But I am sent to shatter silence. I was called by the ancient flame, by the voice that makes galaxies bow. And I cry aloud now into your shadowed places. Rise, you are not broken. You are not too far gone. You are not forgotten by the Holy One. You are not what they called you, not what your trauma taught you, not what your enemies hoped you'd become. You are named in the halls of fire. You are marked in light. You are carved into the palms of the Lamb whose eyes blaze sapphire. In the beginning, before time inhaled, your design was etched in eternity, and now is the moment the heavens bend low to watch your awakening. The watchers lean over the edge of infinity. The books of remembrance flutter open. Your name glows in gold dust and tears, and the King speaks again. Gather unto me those who are mine. You are his. You've always been his. The reason hell has hunted you so hard is because of what you carry: the oil, the fire, the legacy locked in your ribs, the kingdom in your veins. You are of Zion, even if you've wandered through Babylon. You were hidden, not discarded, forged, not forsaken, refined, not rejected, like Kareth, trained in wilderness winds, like Maelis, crowned in prison shadows, like Ravia, anointed behind palace veils. You were shaped for now. The scroll of Avalon opens. Your name, not in ink but in living fire, descends, and with it the curses over your bloodline. They crack, they crumble, they die. Chains forged over generations, greed, addiction, abandonment, snap like reeds in a storm. The serpent, Verakmor, loses his grip. But this will only happen if you believe. Do not delay. Do not harden your heart. The voice of the sovereign speaks not suggestion, but command. Return to me. Walk into the fire and do not fear. I am there. You were not made for chains. You were not made for lust or despair or fear's venom. You were made to reign. You were fashioned to wear. He remembers every tear. Psalm of the Shalorin, scroll 56:8. You kept count of my wanderings, bottled my tears, wrote them in your book. Now he calls you, not with wrath, but with wounded love, burning across galaxies, reaching to your soul. The silence you feared wasn't absence, it was strategy. The waiting wasn't punishment, it was positioning. And now the gates creak open, and through them pour the legions of light, cloaked in glory and storm, carrying swords for your family, your unborn dreams, your hidden future. The demons that bound your ancestors, the spirits of isolation, pride, bitterness, addiction, they tremble. For the king does not reveal the enemy unless he is about to crush him. And hear this: by the name of the Lamb of Fire, they will die in your realm of authority if you receive this word. The curse will fall silent, the voice of shame will be severed, the doors locked by trauma will burst open, for he holds the key of Dareth, who opens and none can shut, and shuts what none can open. Let your spirit declare, this is not an idle moment, this is my awakening. Speak it aloud, comment it, shout it, write it on the walls of time. Let your voice strike the realm of darkness like a bell of judgment. Every testimony is a blade, every agreement is a strike. So speak, child of thunder. Declare it for others who wait in silence. Your confession might be the trumpet that awakens another. This fellowship is forming, not built by man, but forged in the holy flame, sealed by covenant, drenched in glory. We are only beginning to unfurl the scroll, and if your heart still burns, stay, stay, and let me take you deeper into the realms where watchers cry, where martyrs sing under the altar, where the Lamb whispers secrets in flames. For now, Avalon thunders, Seraphiel speaks, and the sovereign still calls you, the call to the burning ones, a divine summons to step in. Hear me, flame bearer. The gate is open, not a gate of stone or wood, not one forged by human tradition or held by earthly titles, but a gate carved by eternity itself, etched into the folds of time by the Father's longing, opened by the keys of mercy, and held wide by the pierced hands of the Lamb. Do you feel it? That stirring in your bones, that sacred ache in your spirit, the whisper that says, this is your moment. You are being summoned, not by man, not by marketing, not by noise, but by the one whose voice splinters cedars and causes angels to tremble. You are being invited into something eternal, a household not built by man's intellect, but born of heaven's breath, a place where your gifts are recognized, your voice is needed, your burdens are shared, and your victories reverberate like trumpets across the halls of the spirit realm. Do not let this pass you by. This is not a request for support, it is a call to war, a call to step out from the veil of observation and into the fire of divine participation, not merely as a spectator sitting behind the curtain, peeking into the mystery, but as a consecrated part of this prophetic family, this battalion of the burning. Join, not in name only, but in covenant, in unity, in purpose. Sow not into soil, but into fire. Give not for gain, but for glory. Say yes, not with casual lips, but with a cry that shakes eternity. Let your yes be carved into the scrolls of the courageous. Let your name be inked in the archives of the faithful. Every time you lift your hands in worship, every time you give to sustain this flame, every time you step closer to this spiritual family, a trumpet sounds in the invisible realms. The angels mark it, the accuser sees it, and the Father receives it like incense rising from the altar of old. This is holy ground. Come, support the fire, join the mission, step into the circle where oil flows like rivers, where revelation is not a concept but a breath, and where brotherhood is not a word but a weight carried together. You are not called to sit on the sideline. There is a movement arising. It does not sleep, it does not bend, it does not retreat. When the storm grows darker, it grows brighter. When hell rages louder, it sings louder still. We are not followers, we are co heirs with the Christ. We are not watchers, we are warriors. The trumpet sounds again and again. Can you hear it? Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your heart. Cross over, step through, join the flame. Let it be written of you, not that you watched the fire, but that you became the fire. Let it be declared to heaven. This one stood, this one rose, this one entered in. The gate is open, the mantle is hovering, the wind is shifting, the scroll is unrolling, the Spirit still speaks, and I am not done. Prepare yourself, O beloved, for the weight of glory still to come. The thunders have not all spoken, the seals have not all broken, the scrolls of destiny still await your ink. I do not speak as one of men, I speak from the mouth of fire. Fix your eyes on him, the one whose face is brighter than the sun, whose eyes are rivers of holy flame, who calls you, not with the voice of flesh, but with the roar of eternity. He is not calling you to survive, he is calling you to overcome, to rise, to burn, to step into your name. The army of God is forming. The sealed ones are rising. The mantle descends upon your shoulders, not of cloth, but of flame, not of title, but of truth. This is the hour. Rise from the ashes of hesitation. Shake off the dust of delay. Break the chains of insignificance. This is the time of divine belonging. There is a sanctuary forming in the wilderness, not of brick or cement, but built from the hearts of burning ones. It is alive, alive with worship that cracks the skies, alive with songs that split the darkness, alive with covenant forged in fire. Here, the battle is not a burden, it is a birthright. Here, every brother and sister walks arm in arm under the weight of shared glory. Here, you are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are summoned. But beware, the enemy will whisper, wait, pause, think. You're not ready. He fears your yes. He dreads your covenant. Because when you step in, when you cross the line, his grip shatters. The family of light is not a brand. It is not a club. It is not a name on a screen. It is a temple being raised in the wild, a battalion of the burning, a people whose knees don't bend to Baal, a tribe that fasts while others feast. We cry between porch and altar. We roar in the spirit. We bleed in silence and rise in song. We are not interested in watchers. We are gathering warriors, not for the crowd, not for comfort, but for covenant. Every yes plants a banner in glory. Every amen carves your footsteps in heaven's stone. Every offering, every act of support, every joining releases angels to your aid. This is not normal. This is a kingdom not made with hands. This is a movement born in heaven. This is war. The Lord will remember. When He registers the peoples, it will be said, this one was born there. Psalm 87:6. Your name will be found among the burning, your voice among the remnant. your sacrifice among the scrolls. Yes, even now I hear Gabriel weeping as he records your rising. Even now I grip the sword of the word and shout what heaven is declaring. The earth groans for the revealing of the sons and daughters of God, and your revealing begins with a step. Step out of the shadows, step into covenant. The veil is thinning, the wind is turning, the ground is trembling. The watchers turn their gaze to you. Let the sound of your obedience be heard in realms you cannot see. Let your yes echo into the legacy of generations unborn. Let it be said of you, this one carried the flame. So I cry once more, support the fire, join the movement, not for reward, but for war, not for gain, but for glory. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not disqualified. You are rising. 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 Let this be the trumpet that wakes your Lazarus soul from the tomb. Let this be the voice that cracks chains forged by fear, by guilt, by delay, by isolation. I speak now. They break because the command has been given. You are a part of something vast, a thread in a divine tapestry, a prophecy unfolding in real time. Even now, I see your name written in the fire. Even now, angels gather at the sound of your surrender. You are being marked for glory. You were made for this hour. You were called for this battle. You were born for this fire. Step in. Say it with your life. Say it with your voice. Say it with your hands. Say, yes, Lord, I will rise. Say it not just by watching, but by becoming. You carry the inheritance of generations. You carry the answer to ancient prayers. You are the ember chosen to set this generation ablaze. Join now. Support now. Step into the fire now. Because heaven is watching, hell is trembling, and all of creation is waiting for you. God bless you. Type yes if you believe in God. Type 111 if you believe in God.